Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out two Joseph Kuo classics with the Swordsman of All Swordsmen and Mystery of Chess Boxing, released on Blu-ray by Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So isn't this pretty exciting? Two more Joseph Kuo classics to add alongside the Cinematic Vengeance box set that was put out by Eureka not too long ago actually. Now there was even some classics missing from that. I have to say there were certain Joseph Kuo titles I really wanted to see in that. Never mind the old master. But to finally get these two put out on Blu-ray is an absolute bonus. Two movies I never thought would go side by side together, or certainly wouldn't fit side by side together, and perhaps deserve their own separate release when you think about it. Of course, the first is the Swordsman of All Swordsmen. This kind of forgotten Joseph Kuo wuxia masterpiece. Now it's recently been brought back to life by the Taiwanese Film Institute, and that's why now Eureka are pumping that out there, because it is an important piece of his career. Joseph Kuo is a very underrated director, one of my favorites of Taiwanese cinema. The guy is amazing, and you have to think back to how many movies this guy has made and what we genuinely class as classic kung fu movies from him, because there's quite a lot, but he's often overshadowed by the likes of Keen Hu and all these other directors. And I have a funny feeling that this, although I've not seen it yet, the trailer looks amazing, that this film is really going to highlight the fact that he should have stuck around in this genre for a wee bit longer. Now, joining this in this set is The Mystery of Chess Boxing, a movie that I have not seen in probably over 20 years. I think Eastern Heroes put out a video way back in the mid-90s. Nearly sure they did. I don't have it. I've looked all over. I don't have it. I think I had it. But it's been that long since I last saw that. So I'm looking forward to that also, which is going to be exciting. Anyway, let's get stuck in here, because this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to see a brand new movie. And I just adore that. Oh, stuck to plastic. Okay, let's see if we can get away with any glare here. So this is the cover that they are putting out for the Swordsman, and it's quite similar to what they're doing with, if you've seen Eureka's website or Instagram post lately, they're going to be putting out Keen Hu's The Valiant ones, which I'm so excited for, in 4K and on Blu-ray, and it's a very similar design and look with their cover. And there's no mention, apart from the text, there's no coverage, let's say, of Mystery of Chess Boxing. So this is really all about the Swordsman of All Swordsmen, starring Rock Tien and Polly Shang Quan, two people who've starred together in countless movies, and I love them both. Just prior to this, though, I do believe they starred maybe a year before, less than a year before, they did star in Keen Hu's Dragon Inn. And I do know that this movie was made under the same banner for Union Film. So it could be quite similar in tone, and of course taking them two from that movie and put them in this, I'm sure they were hoping for more success. I really can't wait. I'm a big fan of this era of wuxia film and cinema. I am really, really excited. And yes, I was just about to say, it says in the back here, followed by The Bravest Revenge and The Ghost Hill. So it was a trilogy of sorts, but I don't believe that Joseph Kuo followed up with the next two. They sound familiar to me. I don't want to say I have seen them. They definitely sound familiar though. Okay, let's have another quick peek at this. I am going to get stuck in here to the extras, because this is quite a heavy wee piece, which excites me. Okay, Special 2-disc Blu-ray edition, O-card slipcase featuring new artwork by Gokaiju, a set of lobby cards, reversible poster featuring original poster artwork for the Mystery of Chess Boxing. Wonderful. A 1080p HD presentation of the Swordsman of All Swordsmen on Blu-ray from a 2K digital restoration completed by the Taiwan Film and Audiovisual Institute. Original Mandarin audio, English dub option, optional English subtitles, brand new feature-length audio commentary by Asian film expert Frank Jiang and film writer John Charles from the Hong Kong filmography 1977 to 1997. Return of the Master, an interview with Joseph Kuo. Yes! Never before seen interview with director Joseph Kuo from 2008, courtesy of Frederick Ambrosine. How does this guy has so many fucking interviews, just like sitting in his cupboard. Wow. Okay, plus a collector's booklet featuring new writings by James Oliver on both films included in this set. Now, on the limited edition bonus disc, you have a 1080p HD presentation of the Mystery of Chess Boxing on Blu-ray, scanned from the only known surviving print of the film, supplied by collector Dan Halstead, head programmer at the Hollywood Theatre in Oregon. Original Mandarin, Cantonese and classic English dub audio options, brand new feature-length audio commentary by Asian film expert Frank Jiang and martial artist filmmaker Michael Worth. Brand new feature-length audio commentary by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arna Venema, and limited edition sleeve artwork by Darren Wheeling. Fan-friggin-tastic. Region B, 176 minutes of glorious kung fu action. Wow. So 1968 for the Swordsman of All Swordsmen, the Swordsman of All Swordsmen, and 1979 for Mystery of Chess Boxing. So quite a big, obviously just over a decade there of Joseph's career to see him go from making this kind of wuxia movie to, and this is why I wasn't really upset about them combining these two movies, as much as I'd like to have seen Mystery of Chess Boxing get its own single release, as I always do. I feel that it's kind of nice that you can compare these side by side to see the difference in this filmmaker and his journey. I'm spitting everywhere. I'm dried out here. Sorry, folks. Still getting over this chest infection. Right. Let's get stuck into it. So, sliding this very heavy. Oh my gosh, there's stuff behind it here. Sliding this out here. I'm just going to pop that wee cardboard sleeve to the side. And what's behind here? Ooh, we got some lobby card. Oh my god. Oh, they've double-sided them. The dirty effers. Okay. Here we have on one side the Swordsman of All Swordsmen, and on the next, Mystery of Chess Boxing. I mean, they both are so in contrast to how the shots are there, they're so different. So different. Swordsman, of course, still there, and on the other side, Mystery. Polly Shang, she is amazing. Shen Kwang, oh my god, she's fantastic. Just love her. And then here we go. So I have a funny feeling this is going to give me vibes of Dragon Inn and a lot of Keen Hu stuff around this time. It's going to be interesting as well listening to these commentaries, or Frank's commentary on the film, just to see why Joseph perhaps just didn't continue down that line, or indeed follow up with the sequels, because it was seen as a trilogy of sorts. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my god, this is so friggin' heavy. Right. Inside we have got the booklet, as you can see, and disc 1, and Mystery of Chess Boxing on the other side there. Now we'll pop this cover out, and I am going to flip it round, even if I don't like it. Oh no, I like it. Very nice. Okay, so here we have the Swordsman of All Swordsmen cover, as you can see. I will try and again deflect this glare. Still waiting on my blinds going up. And then on the other side, Darren Wheeling's artwork for the Mystery of Chess Boxing, which is pretty cool. I like it. It's kind of similar to the Cinematic Vengeance box set there, but I am pleased that he got it to do this. This is quite nice. So just again, angle this. Hopefully you'll be able to see it to some degree. Very nice. So I really like that. Wow. Okay, sliding that in. It's not like me, but let me just pop that in there. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I like that. Okay, let's see. Booklet. What do we got? Oh gosh, we got a booklet and a poster. Right, I'll do the poster first. It's been a while since I've had a poster to open for you. Oh, this is nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have got the Mystery of Chess Boxing poster, which is pretty cool. I really like that actually. It's very nice. Very, very nice. And on the other side then, Darren's, which seeing that bigger now actually makes it look even better. This is beautifully done. I think this is probably one of my favorites of Darren's, and there's not a lot, but this is definitely one of my favorites. I think he's done a fantastic job here. This is absolutely gorgeous. See what I mean about them being separate releases like that? That would have been a pretty cool release. Now, here's the other thing. I did notice online that people were saying, and people have said to me, and they commented to me that, oh, I'll only be getting it for the Mystery of Chess Boxing. I'll not watch the other movie. Why not? I mean, you have to watch the other movie. I mean, you're spending the money on it, but also this, if you know, you're not just getting Mystery of Chess Boxing because you like chess. It's the type of movie it is, but you should watch that and see how Joseph Kuo basically goes from being this wuxia director to this kung fu director. We've seen everything in between. This is a great start and stopping point to take it. Now, obviously, his career went on from there. I'm not saying that The Mystery of Chess Boxing was his last film, but you know what I mean. It's worth checking them both out. Don't be stupid, for goodness sake. Here we go, front cover of Swordsman of All Swordsmen. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to get stuck into this now. Oh, my goodness. So we have two write-ups in here. One for each movie, of course. And you know what? I will absolutely say that Joseph has been, as much as we're getting these releases from Eureka and have had that Cinematic Vengeance box set, which I loved, I still feel that Joseph Kuo has been just forgotten about for too long. You know, the world of drunken boxing, is it? That blew me away. That was something else. I only ever had a really shitty video version of that, but it was fantastic. So the Mystery of Chess Boxing, I'm really excited for. Really excited to get back into. Of course, Mark and Jack Long are in there, which is just amazing. Lee Min, I'm not a big fan of, but again, I'm hoping that this kind of changes my mind. It's been so long since I've seen it, but I do know that Eureka are really making such an effort with these releases, and it's fantastic to see. It's getting crazy expensive, but it's exciting to see. Anyways, if I can get that back in there. Okay, I am going to go now, check out everything that's included here, read the booklet, watch all the extra features, listen to the audio commentaries. I am busting to see this movie. I really am. So excited. I'm actually more excited for the Swordsman of All Swordsmen than I am for Mystery of Chess Boxing. I'm going to be honest. And when I come back, I'm going to tell you why. So I'll be back soon. Bye. So, just back after checking out the Eureka video Blu-ray release of Joseph Kuo's Swordsman of All Swordsmen and its bonus disc, The Mystery of Chess Boxing. And I mean, wow, finally to have both of these movies on Blu-ray is amazing. This movie, for me, the better one. I have to say, I enjoyed it so much more. Mystery of Chess Boxing, I really like, don't get me wrong. It's very much a Jackploitation movie, let's just say, which Mike and I think it was Mike and Arna agreed with to some degree in their commentary. I'll get to that soon. But for me, The Swordsman of All Swordsmen was a wonderful, totally a forgotten masterpiece. This movie is just beautiful and absolutely highlights that Joseph Kuo did have the same talents as Keen Hu, did have the same talents as all those highly regarded wuxia directors from that time period. It is just beautiful, and that final scene on the beach, some of the cinematography in this is friggin' amazing. Absolutely amazing, and that's why I watched it twice. Now the first, when you go into the play feature here, you can see it just says play feature and Return of the Master, the interview with director Joseph Kuo, which was amazing to see. I have to say it was fantastic to listen to his words. But there's, funny enough, on both films, on both discs, there's not a lot on offer there on the screen. There's no trailers, which is bizarre. It's not unlike Eureka to even just put a trailer on there as a special feature, but there's no trailers, which is quite odd. Now when you do go into play feature, and you'll find the same on the Mystery of Chess Boxing disc, pop that open there and a note will come up. Now it gives you your audio options to pick from, of course, Mandarin and English, along with a commentary from Frank Jiang and John Charles. The note does talk about, though, how the film never received an official English dub, and the one that they did manage to source was pretty poor in quality. So if you're watching this movie for the first time, we recommend that you watch it in Mandarin with English subtitles. That I highly recommend. I did go back and check it out with the dub for a short time. I mean, it was fine. It was kind of typical of that period, but definitely with that Mandarin audio and the English subtitles, that will just boost your viewing experience, especially if you haven't seen this film before. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Be sure to check out my video retrospective that should follow this, of course. Now, when you go on to Mystery of Chess Boxing, the note will say something quite similar, that the version that they have on the Blu-ray is supposedly the last remaining version of this movie on 35mm print, and with that there is burnt in English subtitles that they have not removed because they don't want to destroy any of the film. Very understandable. Appreciate that they did that. A lot of companies would try to cover that up with their own subtitles or fix it, but you kind of almost have a basic restored HD quality grindhouse feature here. It looks fantastic for the most part, don't get me wrong. It's certainly not washed or blotchy or anything like that. It looks fantastic, but you do get the odd jump. You do get the odd scratch on screen. You know it hasn't been completely and utterly restored. But Eureka explained this, so I understand that completely. I appreciate it, and I'm not judging what they put out there for what they haven't been able to do. In terms of the audio commentary with Frank Jiang and John Charles on the Swordsman of All Swordsmen, again, fantastic to listen to. Very, very informative. I have to say there was a lot of things I learned about the movie through that, listening to them, which was quite cool. The Joseph Kuo interview itself was about 12 minutes in length, just over 12 minutes. And it was fantastic to hear him discuss the film, discuss his career, things like that. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. I just wish it had have lasted much longer. In terms of Mystery of Chess Boxing, fantastic film, a lot of fun, typical of Kuo's style at that time period. I mean, don't forget, these are about a decade apart. Options with that were like Cantonese, Mandarin, English language audio options. Then you had the audio commentary from Frank Jiang and Michael Worth, and you had an audio commentary with Mike Leader and Arna Venema. Both well worth listening to, both very informative in their own ways. I mean, see, when you listen to these straight after one another, it's quite amazing the change in energy. I have to say, if I'm just going to be blunt about it, that I do enjoy Mike and Arna's much better, of course. There's just a lot more energy there. There's a lot more energy. There's a lot more fun. I find that sometimes the others are a wee bit kind of slow about it, and they don't seem to really get too excited. That's not to say it's not worth checking out. Frank and Mike do a wonderful job there on theirs. They come out with some great stuff. They definitely have some informative pieces about the movie itself. But I just find when you've got fanboys like Mike and Arna, they're really putting their all into it, and it's a lot more fun to listen to. Unfortunately, with that Mystery of Chess Boxing disc, there's nothing else. There's no trailers, there's no special features. And that's quite unfortunate. But the print does look good. I really enjoyed it. For me, though, Swordsman of All Swordsmen is the movie that I really, really wanted. And I am super glad that they've put this out there. So for me, I'd love to have seen a lot more on there. Regardless, double thumbs up. Beautiful package to have. Super glad it's in my collection. And I do highly recommend that you get your hands on this quick. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.